And the winner is Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree.
Bro, what the fuck?
Well, would you look at that? The Joystick Awards really did it. They gave Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree its recognition as Best DLC Expansion, which immediately screams at us that Geoff Keighley and the Game Awards could have done the same thing. And there would probably be less people complaining, but let's be real, if it wasn't this, they would complain about something else, and they definitely are.
This is pathetic. What in the blue hell is Blotro? Fire. This is actually decent. This is actually decent. I have no problem with this. Best art direction. What? Where's Hellblade?
And can I just say that the host of the Joystick Awards absolutely killed it? Ben Starr was funny and not cringy, at least not to me, and he just overall did a great job, I thought.
And for those who don't win today, don't worry. It's great just to be nominated. After all, this is just a popularity contest. So if you don't win, it's not because you weren't good enough, it's because no one likes you.
And not to mention he said this, which made me like him even more.
It's absolutely criminal that we don't have an official version of Bloodborne running at 60 frames per second.
Yes, Ben, we are with you on that. Trust me, we have been feeling this pain for years. So it's nice to hear somebody have this platform and actually say it. It's pretty damn nice. We need more of this. But this was the first time I actually tuned in to this award show live. I always would see the winners year to year, but I never actually tuned in till now. And it kind of impressed me because it showed me how much better they were at diversifying the categories. Everything from best PC game to best console game to best indie that was self-published. So it shined a lot of light on these indie games, which immediately I loved, and some of them I even put into my wish list because I haven't heard of them before. And that's a good thing. I really like that. And not only that, but the Joystick Awards got a jump start at making some overly invested and obsessed fanboys really mad.
The winner for Best Audio Design is Astrobot.
The winner is Team Asobi.
Astro won Best Audio Design
Oh my God.
and Studio of the Year.
Oh my God. Studio of the Year?
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
I'm not saying this show had everything correct, but it wasn't bad, man. I actually enjoyed it. So I wanted to just chime in a bit more about the Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree nominations, because it being nominated for Game of the Year at the Keighley Awards is probably a big mistake. And I'm glad I waited for these Joystick Awards to talk about this because those awards just summed up what was needed to be done. And that is to have Shadow of the Erdtree nominated for Best Expansion. That's all Geoff really had to do, but here we are, and Shadow of the Erdtree is nominated for awards such as Best Game Direction and Game of the Year. Those are the biggest awards of the whole ceremony. And it's typically made up of new games, not expansions. Even remakes and remasters were up for debate in the years prior, that it would make the categories a bit messy and just kind of hard to even distinguish. And now we're here and they're officially doing that. And that's the thing. Now Geoff and the Game Awards are going to have to abide by these new clarified rules on expansions being eligible for these awards now. It's forever stamped in, so either we keep seeing more expansions added to the categories, or they're forgotten and then Geoff is brought up on charges again for favoring FromSoft and making an exception for them. Either way, Geoff is going to have some explaining to do in the future, and I doubt he wants to do more of that. He does it enough, so it's very interesting that he would allow this to happen. Him and the board and everyone else involved. Ultimately, what these Game Awards tell the unknowing is that this year wasn't quote-unquote that great, when really it was. It's just that so many games are being thrown around in the wrong categories, if not completely forgotten. It's a shame that games like Nine Souls, for example, just seem to be non-existent. Or a game like Helldivers 2, a literal multiplayer phenomenon, is not in Game of the Year, but it's in the Best Ongoing Game category, even though it came out this year. Make it make sense. So that's the issue here. How is Geoff going to go forward now with these messy rules and categories? I still enjoy the Game Awards. I love streaming them and having fun with the viewers, but at the end of the day, we don't really take these too seriously, just because of the fact that they cannot shake these accusations. They don't represent the gamers, Geoff has a bias, indie games are severely ignored, I'm just watching for the reveal trailers, so on and so forth. Until they shape up the categories, I feel these notions will just keep following them no matter what. And that's unfortunate, but it is what it is. They did it to themselves. We could argue that. But in the future, I'm hoping they get a little bit better as far as the categories go. I'm still interested to watch it and see who wins what, especially if Black Myth Wukong and Stellar Blade can walk away with some awards. I'll be happy about that. But again, it's not the end all be all in terms of what represents us and the gaming community as a whole. We have our favorites, we have our opinions, and we're not always going to agree with each other, but I do feel the Game Awards could do a bit better of representing us as a whole. That's all I got to say on this, you guys. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know what you think about this topic and everything else Game Awards related. I will see you in my next video, all right? Thanks for watching. Bye.